Hey, it's Kara with Kara's Color Me Vintage. For this video, I wanted to create a beautiful Texas-inspired piece. When I think of Texas, I think fancy but rustic. Let me know in the end if I nailed it. Also, if you have a fear of dark wax, you're going to want to stay. The first thing I did to this piece was cover the entire piece in a coat of weathered wood. The finish was really sketchy on the piece, and so I wanted to put this brown underneath just to mimic a wood surface. Because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of wet distressing and I didn't necessarily want this weathered wood finish to go away, I took some DIY Big Top, mixed it with water, and put it in a fine mist spray bottle, and I covered the piece in just a real thin coat of watered down Big Top. So that way, when I wet distress later, most of this weathered wood surface will stay. Next up is a coat of DIY Paints Aviary. It's an earthy green color that I just really feel looks like Texas. So I wanted some depth with my green, so I also added some Monet's Garden. I put it watered down in a little squirt bottle and just squirted into the crevices. I continued playing around a bit with water and with blotting to get the texture that I was looking for. If you want to see the full-length tutorial of this piece, it was done in 3 different recordings. You can go to my group, Kara's Color Me Creative Artists in the Making. It's a monthly subscription group in which we do furniture tutorials, canvas tutorials, and weekly discussions about our creative journey. It's easy to sign up on my website, karascolormecreative.com. So next you're going to see that I'm adding some tarnished pearl just in a few sections in the piece. So now back to the aviary. So I'm just taking the aviary and I'm swiping it right over the edges of that tarnished pearl to give it the look that the tarnished pearl is just popping out from behind all of these layers of paint.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna last. Yeah. lies. Beyond our separate ways as we fade into gray. But I still miss the way you used to feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast and let us go? It's time to surrender.
Time for wet distressing. I just simply spray the piece with my fine mist spray bottle and wipe away some of the top layers of paint.
Why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe that it's not too late. And why do we care?
You can find all of the DIY paint products, plus the fine mist spray bottle and many other things to fulfill your creative needs on my website, karascolormevintage.com. I apologize, the video gets a little bit blurry here. You know how pesky those technical issues are. Apparently my Wi-Fi wasn't real strong this day, but I think you can get the idea. Here I'm adding dark wax to the piece. On the top I added it where there was bleed through and I didn't want to worry about it, so the dark wax will hide that. Here I'm just adding it into the grooves and then I'll show you how I blend it out.
Took my friend, but now we're at the end. I've been sleeping with the lights.
I had added the dark wax in places where I really wanted the dark wax to settle into the piece, but here I'm going right over it with clear wax and then again with dark wax, and this is how I blend the waxes together to give it a really nice organic feel.
Oh, and I don't know where they go when they vanish in the corners of my eyes. And I don't know why, I don't know if they stay below.
When you're using dark wax like this, you're probably going to want to wipe it back right away because the dark wax really will settle into your piece, and this kind of blends it out a bit.
It's a history that never really grows. I'm letting go, I'm letting go.
And voila! Howdy ho, she's done. This is Texas Jane. She's a little bit rustic and not very plain.
I'm a slave without a master, heading for disaster, kicking up the dust in the middle of the road. I've been waiting on a free ride, ticket to the seaside, thicket on the edge of Puget Sound.
My circa 1987 denim jacket, collars up.
It's a history that never
Texas is southern, but it's fancy.
I'm letting go.
I don't know what I'm doing.